Some nights when I can't sleep, I'll come in here, start up a little fire, and curl up on the couch with a book. I love these guys, though it feels kind of wrong to have things like this hanging as decoration and not know what they're supposed to mean.
Max puts in many, many hours in this thing. He gets it reupholstered yearly. Max picked it out, now he's got to look at it.
A coat rack made of burnished steel. I forget the story behind how we got this. It was something to do with Portugal, I think.
Max, my big brother. Hey, did the mail come yet? Did we get...
Yes, it came. And everything is as bad as it could be. How are we going to get the Enthon Towers functioning as a sustainable and profitable housing venture if politicians and nitwits won't get their fangs out of our asses?
I can go and talk to some people downtown. Maybe try something a little more tactful than whatever you've been doing to upset them like this. What's their issue now?
11th hour building code shit. They can smell blood. They know we're doing something good. They don't want anyone to raise the bar because they know it'll mean they'll have to start jumping higher.
And? That's it? Just a few more building code hurdles?
And there's a thing with Keith. I need him to sign away his claim on the towers. You can imagine how willing he is to do that. This place is his baby. We had a fight.
So, what is it you need from Keith exactly?
Look, the bureaucrats are descending. They'll do everything they can to slow us and stop us. I need Keith to give up his claim on his involvement in the towers, but he refuses to sign these.
Of course he does. What did you think? He'd bow out of the way? He designed this place, Max. He wants acknowledgement.
Well, he's not gonna get it. They're trying to rezone this area before everything's even done. We moved too fast on this, Cordelia. We were so eager to go, 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 that we didn't slow down to consider that people are, well, people.
Max, you're not that cynical. Look, it's the High Rollers Lounge we're trying to get into, and they don't like that we're using the express elevator. There's pride at stake. Give me the papers. I'll get Keith to sign.
Cordelia, he won't.
Max, you're a businessman, not a diplomat. You do your thing, I'll do mine.
And that's how we win it. Together.
Max, what's up? You've been wound very tight lately.
Maybe it's the caffeine. I have been throwing it back lately.
Well, I hate to drive past your defenses, but I did notice the old family photo is out on your desk. You didn't dig that out for nothing. Have you been missing Mom and Dad?
Miss Dad? No. I got it out so I could look at it and remind myself he wasn't a monster. Or a giant. He was just a man. A really good businessman who never stepped out of that one role. And I'm afraid I'm turning into him. I do the same. I put up a facade to deal with meetings and investors. God knows I'm good at it. Look at all we've got. But lately, I'm afraid I'm just becoming the facade.
You have a safe in here? I didn't know that. Was that Keith's idea too?
No, mine. Guilty.
Always wanted to be in a gangster film, yeah, see?
Oh, it'll be a great little surprise I can impress clients with. Seriously, who has one of these anymore?
Max, if you show it off, you're defeating the purpose.
Max, you might be a natural at what you do, but you're too good-hearted to lose yourself to a role that you play well.
It doesn't feel that way, though. Look, even though Mom and Dad are dead, it still feels like they're looking on and making sure I take care of you and Keith. And when I slip up and stop playing my role, It feels like Dad is in the next room, holding the belt.
No way, Max. He may have been strict, but he wanted us to be happy above all else.
That's easy for you to say. Dad made it clear that he liked you. He always forced me to earn it, and he made it clear that he was teaching me to look after the family. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to fill the shoes of a ghost.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up. We'll work on this, okay? I'm getting that feeling again. It's been happening a lot lately. It feels kind of like a quick headache. But it's more than that. What's strange is I feel as though I could almost choose to make it happen. As if I could... What's happening to me?
Whoa. She was having visions. Probably her first, guessing from the reaction she had. This must have been where that black flower came from. Yep, there's the cut stem.
Where was that coming from? It felt like it came from inside my head. And whose voice was that? It almost sounded familiar. Get a grip. Okay. I really like having it turned on as background noise, but I don't like actually watching it.
Max picked this up during a business trip in France. He got to watch them make it. When we were in Tuscany, there was this town that quarried this beautiful marble. We picked some up to make these counters with. It doesn't matter what we do. We always get fruit flies, and this is their home base.
When we designed this place, we modeled the kitchen after the one in our childhood home.
Someone comes in to water them. We killed a bunch of plants before we all finally admitted that none of us have the time or want the responsibility. This is made from some kind of special African wood. Keith made it. He's so good with this kind of stuff, but it's the tech work that he keeps returning to.
It's from India. This one got a big crack on it when it was being shipped.
I was the one who wanted to get the staircase in the loft put in. I love how they came out. Max commissioned this one from a friend. I love winter scenes. This one makes me want to curl up in a chair and drink tea.
It's really meant to be appreciated from the loft. I got this at an auction. I might have overbid for it, but it reminded me so much of this one toy I had as a child that I just couldn't let it go.
This was done in honor of our friend Allie. She battled cancer for a year before finally succumbing to it. It captures her suffering and deterioration so well. Features are missing. Certain areas were rendered then destroyed. It's haunting. I wish Max would get rid of this one. It looks like a person wrapped up in a cocoon.
I think of it as a fin poking out of the water. To me, it represents something that seems ominous on the surface, but whose deeper nature is just simply hidden and unknowable.
It's an old bas-relief we picked up in Europe. Models of planets. They're metal. Keith loves this sort of stuff. Me, I'm more interested in life on this planet. A painting of Janelle and Mallory. Sweet girls. Twins with congenital heart problems. This painting was part of a fundraiser Max set up for them.
It's a box of components. Transistors, resistors, integrated circuits. He's a whiz, and he's taught me a little. Looks like Keith's soldering some sort of rocket ship. Fun.
Keith looks intensely focused. He goes through a month or two of obsession with something and then moves on. This must be his latest.
So this is Keith. Cordelia's other brother, I guess. Huh. Maybe I can look him up. Maybe even call him.
Hey Keith, what are you working on?
Are you kidding? Nothing. I've spent the past 2 days getting nowhere on this one design problem, and maybe it'll turn out the whole idea's crap. And then I have Max showing up, pestering me to sign away all claims on the towers.
Didn't this same sort of thing happen when Max tried to solicit your design ideas for the towers in the first place? You said it couldn't be done. You were too wrapped up in the thing before it. Boo-hoo-hoo, rocks and hard places.
Well, no, but... Thanks. I see what you're doing, and you're right. But this latest thing I'm trying to do, it just hurts to keep thinking about, but I can't let it go. I can at least think about the tower's design and feel good. It's one big problem that I solved.
Keith, have I noticed some strain between you and Max?
Probably. He's getting insufferable, trying to tear away any dignity I might have gained through working on the design of the towers, and he's doing it just so he can move along to the next new thing.
What's wrong with moving on to new things?
Nothing, if you've got somewhere new to move to. I don't have that luxury right now.
Is it really so bad to sign away some legal claim? You still designed Enthon Towers, Keith. Your name might not be on the plaque, but you know it's an...
No, it's not about plaques. It's about Max thinking he can take something that I busted my hump for and just turn it into another commodity, another moneymaker.
Are you sure that's what he's doing? This is a condominium, Keith, not a microchip patent.
I'm not sure what he's up to, but I don't like it.
So you're on to the next thing? The gears don't stop spinning in that head of yours, do they?
You make it sound like a choice, Cordy. I'm working on the Ori over there. I'm trying to make it into a functional tool for measuring planetary movements.
Orrery? That's what that thing with the planets is called?
Well, ours is a little different, but yes. I just need to work on balancing it and I'll be finished, but it's tricky. I need to use the right wrench on the right planet, and I have to adjust it in the right direction.
Adjust it?
I'm using these to make the fine adjustments, but nothing has worked so far.
Can you tell me what progress you've made with the orrery?
Not much to say. I haven't been very systematic, so I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my edge.
Keith, don't talk like that. You're just down. Lots of stress lately.
I'll talk to you later, Keith.
All right.
Let me see if I can find any memories relevant to Keith working on this thing.
So the small wrench definitely isn't the one to use, but I still need to lock the green planet in place. Look at that! I have a lot more control if I jiggle the wrench as I turn it.
I don't know how I know this. It just hit me. Keith needs to jiggle the hex keys when he makes adjustments with them.
Keith? Keith, I have a suggestion for how you could fix those planets you're working on.
Yeah? What's that?
Use the medium wrench. Adjust the green planet with it.
And turn it clockwise, but jiggle it when you do.
Interesting thought. If I... Wait! Yes, that's it!
Keith, will you sign these papers for Max?
But I just can't get this calculation to match up. It matched up last time. Why doesn't this one... Huh? Oh, yeah. What's this? This one has a second name on it. Jeff Therian. Who's that? Do I sign it?
I don't know. It was with the papers that Max needed you to sign. Maybe this Jeff has to sign it also.
Don't care, it's signed. If he doesn't need it, too bad. Now let me work. I need to see if I can just...
What's going on?
That was like the vision I had down on the balcony, and it makes more sense now. She wasn't just seeing any old visions. She was seeing her brother dying. She lost consciousness there, which stopped the vision. Maybe I can pick up the trail to the rest of that incident someplace else.
I'm sure I can talk to someone about this vision. They can protect Max for me. I'm looking for John McCoy. Is that you?
The one and only. What's this about?
I was led to believe maybe you could help me. My brother is going to be killed.
Well, you just get right to the point, huh? Look, I can try to help you, miss, but really, you should call the police. We only deal with federal cases here.
Well, okay. But I was told by someone that you'd be willing to hear me out.
All right. You tell me what's going on, maybe I get you in touch with someone on the BPD. Anything to distract me from how badly my football game's going.
My brother, Max.
He's the one who's gonna die? What evidence do you have?
Well, all my life I've had this sense. I've been able to see things that haven't happened yet.
Give me a break.
And then they come true. I've been having these awful, scary visions. And in them, Max dies. He gets killed. I heard you help with this sort of thing.
You heard wrong. I don't help. I keep an open mind about things, and now someone's playing a practical joke. Who put you up to this?
What? No, no one. What was so bad about this week?
Talking me up won't change my mind, miss. I've been through hostage negotiation training. But if you want to know, and everyone here is sick of hearing about it, my wife's leaving me. Over 20 years together, and I swear, she is trying to take everything that matters to me as she goes. Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't get into it.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. It's important to talk that stuff out.
Fine. But just remember, hostage negotiator.
What can I do to change your mind?
You can show me your visions or show me your dead brother. All right. I'm sorry. This whole week has been lousy, and watching the Pats get ripped apart is no help. But what am I supposed to think?
You're supposed to think that you can do something for me.
Maybe you need to talk to someone. Here, there's this woman, Rose. She runs an antique shop, and she's gifted. She knows about visions and things. She's been giving me some guidance. Give her a call. There's a desk down in the end you can sit at to call.
All right. That's the conversation I saw a piece of earlier.
You said your team was losing. What's the game you're watching?
Not watching, but I got a live feed of the score, though it's almost too painful to look at. Goddamn Pat's letting me down here, and I got money riding on this. I mean, come on. The Washington Redskins? I figured we'd tear them open like a Christmas present, but no!
I'm going to go think for a bit. Try to figure out what would convince you.
Sure thing, kid. Aw, no, how did they score again? Brady, come on! You can do this! Just get me a first down and cover the spread. Please!
This is the score for the Pats game John was following.
Whoa. So, I don't know how I know it, but I know who's going to win that game. I didn't even need to focus.
Hello again, Agent McCoy.
Hello, miss. What do you need?
Is that game still going on?
If by game you mean slaughter, then yes. My team's slaughter is progressing well.
Double your bet.
What?
Double your bet. The Patriots are going to win 22-20.
Get out of here. You are off your nut, lady. They can't come back. Plus, that score doesn't make any sense. How are they going to get to 22?
They will. If they don't, I'll cover the whole bet. And you can triple it. Give your man my name, Cordelia Smith.
Okay, Cordelia. Pleasure to, finally know your name. You're really serious, aren't you?
This is life or death.
All right, looks like Vinny accepted, and who wouldn't a crazy bet like that? Okay, listen, kid. I don't know where you're getting these crazy ideas of yours, but I can see you're really fighting for this. This matters to you. You know, I'm going to regret that I ever said this, but call it a hunch. I'll help you.
Really? Thank you so much.
But if any of this starts to smell funny, I am out. All right? We'll open a new case here. Have it assign a case number, and boom. Okay, tell me what you know.
And I can't stop thinking about this.
Look, I can see you're scared, but it isn't exactly federal, so I can't just drop everything and run it for you. Here, this is the case number. You see that number? You can check up on any progress just by referencing it.
Okay. And thank you so much, John. Really, thank you.
Thank you for all your help, Agent McCoy. I need to go, but I'll be in touch.
Oh my God, I can't believe it! The Patriots have managed to come back! The